Well, we've been stuck at home a lot lately, haven't we? Find myself going to cookbooks to look for something new. Because if we're not careful, our meals can get a little bit routine and maybe even a little boring. But then I think maybe we just go back to basics. Hi, I'm Amy Garman. Welcome to my kitchen table. Today's postcard is about a basic white sauce. It's one of the 5 French mother sauces. But don't let that intimidate you. It couldn't be easier. Let's wash our hands and get started. I've washed my hands and we're ready to get started with our white sauce. Before you start any recipe, it's best to get all of your ingredients out so they're ready to go. Let me show you what we're going to use for our white sauce. I've got a cup of milk, and you can use 1%, 2% whole or skim. We've got 2 tablespoons of butter. You want to use butter and not margarine in this recipe because that's going to hold up a little bit better. We've also got 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, some salt, some pepper, and I've got a whisk. We're going to go ahead and start by putting our butter in our saucepan. We've got our saucepan on a medium heat, and that's the first step. So in goes the butter. So our saucepan's on a medium heat, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put the butter in and let that start to melt. So we're gonna get that all nice and melted. And it only takes a minute for this to melt and get all nice and bubbly. Once that's all nice and melted, as you can see, our butter is almost melted. It's going to be time to slowly whisk in our flour. Now we want to have a whisk so our sauce does not get lumpy. So we just slowly add in our flour and just whisk it. Oh, you can see it getting delicious. It's a beautiful golden color and it's starting to bubble. And this is just where you want it. See, you're going to keep stirring and you don't have any lumps. When that's good and hot, you start to whisk in your milk slowly. So we're going to slowly whisk in our milk. I put my milk in the microwave for about 30 seconds so it wasn't super cold. And that's going to help our sauce thicken. All we need to do is just let this warm up and get a little bit thick. Let's look at how thick our white sauce is. You can see it bubbling just a little bit. This is how thick the white sauce is, and that's just about where you want it. We can turn our heat off. We're going to add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt to taste. We can give it another quick whisk. Oh, just look how creamy and lovely this sauce is. That's it. Congratulations. You've just mastered your first French sauce. Voila, it's ready. But what are we going to do with it? Let's go have a seat back at the table and chat about that. Now that you've mastered your white sauce, what are you going to do with it? So many things. You can mix it into some pasta sauce and it'll make a velvety, creamy, delicious pasta sauce. You can also add some herbs to it. Put it on some chicken before you pop your chicken in the oven. This is a recipe that's easily doubled. And if you have a little extra, no problem, it freezes nicely. I'm going to focus some upcoming videos on other ways to use this white sauce. So thank you for stopping by my kitchen table. I'm Amy Garman.